Hey guys, DJJBW here, and we are with an amazing game. So basically I've read over this already. This says it's not to discriminate, insult or offend anyone if the characters resemble anything, or the colleges or anything like that resembles anything. It's not to offend, that's all coincidence basically. This is dumbing this down really, guys. And I like this bit because if basic characters to your real or imaginary friends, I like how they put that in imaginary. So and then it says not a single mascot, animal or human was heard during this game creation. Happy reading. So this, if you don't know, is called Everlasting Summer. This is a visual novel. So that means me doing a lot of reading, which to be honest, I'm probably going to stumble on a little bit. I have to say that. Hopefully, see, I could turn the music right off. Let's slow that text speed right down. Auto for font. Yep, English. But hopefully this isn't too loud for you guys. I don't know, this music is pretty loud for me. Yeah, it might be loud for you guys. I'm going to talk a little bit louder, just in case. I'm sorry if I'm talking too loud or not. I don't know. You're on the verge of wondrous discovery. It's the door of the most wonderful place in the world. Our favourite camp, Souvon Camp, wherever that is. Our favourite camp, I said that already, have opened before you. You'll remember this session for the rest of your life. Welcome. Like how they add that little welcome at the end, you know. Okay. I was having a dream once again. Okay, so I'll click. I probably don't even need to use my mouse that much. If you can, that dream. If you can hear this mouse on that. That is because I am using a little folder that I have around. Same thing every night, but it's all forgotten in the morning as usual. Whoa, sorry, I've got something up there, guys. I'm back. Only a glimpse of memory will remain of gates half open, as if inviting me somewhere. With two frozen stones, pioneers standing close by. Guys, as I've said, I'm not the brightest person in the world, okay? So I'm not gonna really understand most of it. Well, I understand most of the words, I'm not gonna know every word in here, okay? And also, that strange girl who keeps asking me. I'll try not to talk too much while reading this. Okay, will you come with me? Come. But where? Okay, I think these are two. I'm trying to do I'll try and go a girl's place, guys. I'm not the best. And why? This is a guy, I think. And where am I anyway? Of course, if it all helps in real life, I would certainly have been scared. Well, what else would one expect to feel? And this is just a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realise something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Guys, before I go on, this is an anime game. So if you don't like anime, this is not your thing. This alone, apparently this is a really long entrance. Okay guys, so And if it's scary, I'm sorry if I get scared, because to be honest, I don't like scary games that much. Something desperately seeking my attention. I haven't done that much research onto this, guys. Look at that owl. Since everything that surrounds me is here, is real as things in my own flat. I could open the gates here, the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the fresh, cool air and silver from the cold. I could, but to do that I would need to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream, I understand that, but what of it? What does my understanding change? This is deep. Sorry about that. Just if you're wondering, goes quite deep actually, you know? Because here is just like on the other side of the cracked screen of an old TV, which struggles to fight against static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. By the way, I might be getting into this game, guys, so you'll notice my voice go into sort of weird things, like, but, you know, stuff like that. Because I really want to bring you guys the full experience, okay? But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking up soon. ... Maybe I should ask her something. By the way, I cannot see a girl here. If you guys can, tell me, because maybe there's someone standing there, I don't know, I don't think there is. To be honest, maybe I should ask her something, the girl. By the way, this isn't full screen for me. See, my mouse can go out of the screen, but you can't see that, guys, so luckily. Maybe I should ask her something, the girl. Already read that. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gates. Yes, the gates. She would be so surprised. Or better, why the dot over and I was called a title, but the dot over a J was called a superscript dot. Okay, maybe they got a translation wrong, guys, if you understand that. I don't entirely, but this is from Japanese, okay, so they might got some translations wrong, so yeah. Nice letters. Oh, okay, now I see. Sorry. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gates and stars have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look forward for I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see the Magellanic clouds. I don't know if I read that right, guys. As if I'd ended up in the southern hemisphere. ... In a dream, there are the small things that catch your attention. An unnatural colour of grass, impossible curves of straight lines, or your own distorted reflection, while the real danger, which could be put an end to everything, right here and now, seems trivial. It's natural, since here you cannot die. I know it for sure, I've done it hundreds of times. But if you cannot die, is there a point in living? I should ask the girl, she's a local, she should know. Yes, exactly. I should ask her about the owl, for example, up there. One strange bird, it is. though it doesn't matter. ... Will you come with me? And every time I have to answer. It's the only way, otherwise the dream will never end, and I'll never wake up. Yes, I'll come with you in the last day. Yeah, I'll come. Sure, let's go. Let's go on an adventure, guys. Every time, it's so hard to decide on the answer. Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? And why does so much in life depend on this answer? Or maybe it doesn't. It's just a dream after all. Just a dream. Or is it? That is the mighty question. Okay, so I picked a visual novel. Well, as I've said, sorry. I don't know if that messes with your eyes, guys, but it certainly does with mine. What is this? The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. Okay, I'm gonna read this now. No, not read it. Say this. I picked a visual novel because I'm not the best commentator, so this gives me something to read most of the time, so you guys can enjoy it. Yeah, that's why. When I get better at, commentating, maybe not. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. And if in our relationship the screen wasn't an instrument, it was me who was a lifeless piece of plastic and textulite. There is something truth in that, probably because a computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. I can get a thing or two from that, so you know. So, yeah. Anonymously, imagine boards, some chats from time to time, rarely ICQ or Jabber, and forms, even more rarely. Even now, I'm sort of nodding away, trying to understand it, trying to think, or maybe, yeah. People on the other side, on the other end of the internet cable, simply do not exist. All of them are simply creations of its sick imagination, an error in the source code of a kernel bug, which started living a life of its own. Sorry if you heard that, guys. Some guy beeped outside my house. Okay, blurriness. Is that that owl again? Oh no. Thought it may have been the owl again. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy, and a psychologist would surely give me a bunch of really... Let's try this. Sophisticate... Oh. I didn't try and read it before, so I thought it's going to be a lot difficult word. A lot more difficult. I didn't know it's going to be sophisticated, diagnose and maybe write me a doctor's referral to the loony bin. I didn't know it was going to be that word, guys, okay? Oh, that's... Always read the word before judging it. Let's do that. So I want to get to a save point before I have to end this video. I don't know how long it's been going on now, guys. This may be a two-parter, just this chapter. A small apartment with no signs of repair, of an balance of order in it, and always the same view out the window on the grey megalopolus running somewhere, some day and night, such as the conditions in my life. So you'll notice that I mess up on words a lot. Well, of course it didn't all start like this. I was born, went to school and finished it like all the others. I was accepted at a university where I spent a year and half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well, sometimes I was even getting decent money for it. But it all felt like it was not mine, as if I taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to its fullest. I was looping over and over in monotonous. I'm sticking with that. Circles. Like in the movie Groundhog Day. If you guys in that movie, give this video a like, you know. It's just that I have no choice in how to spend my day, and every day repeated itself, the same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, mystery, and despair. Let me just check something at the moment, guys. I'll be right back. I'm just going to check the length of the video at the moment. This is the only way I can do it. I'll cut right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Turns out this was about 60 minutes something, so I'm hoping to make this a 20-minute video, but if not, I'll make it 2 parts, okay? Until I get to a save point, unless that is safe, and I don't know. For the last few years, I just sat in front of the screen all day. Sometimes there was menial jobs, sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. Sorry about that, guys. This folder's on an angle, so no wonder, really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home, and my communication with other people almost exclusively consists of online correspondence with the anonymous who had no real name, no gender, no age. So in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Kind of Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday related visions. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and it will become a contemporary classic of modern literature. Or I will write one myself. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but couldn't even come up with a simple short story. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw. Programming, got bored. Foreign language takes too much time. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but still, I never would have called myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster of lame internet jokes. If I were to get paid for it, I would probably be a happier person and a richer person too, but I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. This goes very, deep, if you know what I mean. Guys, today was another typical day of a typical failure's typical life, and today is a day when I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I really didn't want to. What is the point? The time I spent with them was so short. However, I was pressured by a friend, my former university mate, and one of the few with whom I kept in touch, other than though through the internet. Guys, I'm just going to move this folder. Wait a second. Okay. Let's go. Good graphics this game has so far. You know? It's now stuck in my head because of a line from this game, so hopefully you can hear that, guys. Footsteps, everything. A frosty evening. Bus stop, waiting. I never liked winter, though hot summer is not my season either. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of the year. It doesn't matter much what the weather is outside. You stay at home 24/7. The bus stop today was running so late. The bus today was running so late that I was about to curse it all and spend my last few hundred rubles for a taxi. The idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but there was not a single useful one to seize on. Such a thought that you could bring into existence, give a shape, turn into an idea, and put into practice. Maybe I could start my own business. But where would I get the money from? Or maybe I could go back to working in an office. No way. Maybe I should try freelancing. But what skill do I have? And who would want me after all? I suddenly remembered my childhood. Or rather, my teen years. The time when I was 15 to 17 years old. Why exactly those years? No idea. I guess it's because back then everything was much more simple. It was easier to make decisions. So complicated now and so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day was going to pass, and I always edgily looked forward to the weekend. And then I could get some rest and have time for the things I like: computer, football, going out with friends. And then at the beginning of next week, I'd take up my studies again. Back then, there was no such worrying questions like why, who needs it, what will change if I do it, or what will not change. A simple lifestyle, so casual for any normal person, and so odd to myself today. That careless childhood age. It was also then that I met my first love. Ooh, getting saucy here. Her appearance, personality, have vanished from my memory. Oh, damn it. Only her name remains, like a brief line from a social network profile, along with the feelings which overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, the desire to care for her and to protect her. Sadly, it didn't last long. Today, I can hardly imagine something like that happening. I'd probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation, what on earth to discuss, and how to attract her. Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time. But where could I meet one anyway? The sound of an engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over. There was something abnormal about it, I thought. Then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410. Now, I'm gonna say 410, not 410. Okay? Only the 410 runs this route. Because you normally do say that, not 410 or 410. Look at that. Streetlights pass me by. It's as if their cold light sparks inside me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because those feelings, they have been in me for a long time, stumbling and waking up again. Sorry guys, I just noticed time. I'm gonna have to end it here. Ah, damn it. Just hit my elbow. That hurt. Join me for part 2, okay guys? See you then.